Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope all of you are keeping well. If you remember clearly, yesterday I was explaining you the chapter and I was thorough with it as well. So I'm sure that all of you must have understood the chapter. You must have taken the pain at least to go through the chapter and read it once, and I'm sure that you're thorough with it. As promised, I'm going to discuss CBSE PYQs from the chapter Law Spring by Anis Chang. So without further ado, let's get into the video and let's start. Now, थोड़ा सा NCERT देख लेते हैं सबसे पहले तो. What could be some of the reasons for the migration of people from villages to city? So of course, all the people who are migrating, it's not just this chapter but otherwise also, they always migrate for better opportunities. जैसे यहाँ पे हमने देखा है Sahib's family and other ragpickers, they migrated because wherever they were living in Dhaka, they were just green fields and they were not able to give the people food, grains. So that is why they had to move. Even though they hoped that they will get better facilities, but here in the new place also they are adjusting a lot. Would you agree that promises made to poor children are rarely kept? Why do you think this happens in the incidents narrated in the text? Because see, there is a lot of corruption. One, and there is this vicious cycle that एक circle है कि if the father is poor, then the child will also be poor, and the other coming legacy, the generation, the heirs are going to be poor, because कभी वो improvement की तरफ जाएंगे ही नहीं. They will not see how to improve and what to improve. What forces conspire to keep the workers in the Bengal industry of Firozabad in poverty? देखो, इसका आंसर आपको टेक्स्ट में बहुत क्लियरली मिल जाएगा. एक तो ये है ऑफ कोर्स, एक ये इम्पोर्टेंट पैर लाइंस है, और उस ऊपर के बाद उसके बाद आई मीन दिस साहूकार्स, मिडलमैन, पुलिसमैन, पॉलिटिशियंस. अगर वो चाहे कि मेरे को हमें ये नहीं करना, नाउ वी वांट टू टर्न इनटू अ कोऑपरेटिव, देन ऑल्सो these people would not. They would just send thugs and goons and they would beat these people up, and उनको force किया जाता है to just stay in that lower strata, and it is very difficult for them to rise up from that. Okay, can Mukesh realize his dream? Of course, if he's going to keep the determination of intact, he will. Mention the hazards. They're working in dingy cells, ill ventilated, very poorly ventilated, and early blindness, losing their eyesight, है ना? And along with that, a lot of respiratory diseases, fatal respiratory diseases, let's say like this, deadly. If they're gonna sniff the fumes throughout the day, it's going to be difficult. Why should child labor be eliminated and how? अब इसका तो बहुत जनरल है, ये हम talking about the text कर रहे हैं, तो I'm sure all of you know this question. ये तो आप आराम से कर सकते हो. अब देखो यहाँ पे हाइपरबोले, मेटाफर और सिमिली के बारे में मेंशन किया हुआ है, और ऑलरेडी आप ये लिटरेरी डिवाइसेस करते हो एंड आप हर पोइट्री में करते हो, तो इट्स नॉट नेसेसरी कि पोइट्रीज में लिटरेरी डिवाइस होते हैं. द लिटरेरी डिवाइसेस आर ऑल्सो देयर इन द टेक्स्ट. एंड आप ये रीड करेंगे, दिस इज गोइंग टू बी होमवर्क. यू आर गोइंग टू रीड दिस एंड यू कैन ऑल्सो वॉच अ वीडियो ऑन लिटरेरी डिवाइसेस. मेरे ऑलरेडी यूट्यूब चैनल पे एक वीडियो अपलोडेड है लिटरेरी डिवाइसेस की, आप वो वीडियो रीड कर सकते हो एज रेफरेंस. एंड आफ्टर दैट आप ये वाला क्वेश्चन करेंगे जिसमें देर आर 11 क्वेश्चंस, और आप ये बताएंगे कि कैसे और कौन से वाला इज विच लिटरेरी डिवाइस, वेदर इट इज हाइपरबोले, वेदर इट इज मेटाफर, वेदर इट इज सिमिली. जैसे फॉर एग्जाम्पल मैं एक बता देती हूँ. एज अ हैंड्स मूव मैकेनिकली लाइक द टोंग्स ऑफ अ मशीन, स्ट्रेट अवे डायरेक्ट कंपैरिजन है, यूजिंग लाइक, सो सिमिली लाइक दिस. आप ऐसे बताएंगे. मैंने बहुत ईजी वाला बताया था आपको, दो ईजी सारे हैं बट स्टिल यू कैन ट्राई. ओके, नाउ पैनल मेकिंग इंडस्ट्री पे थोड़ा सा पैराग्राफ लिखना है. ये सब क्लास एक्टिविटीज हैं बेसिकली. नाउ सी थीम. द थीम इज द प्लाइट ऑफ स्ट्रीट चिल्ड्रन फोर्स्ड इनटू labor early in life who are denied the opportunity of schooling. So that is why there is this fundamental right to education, that primary education is very very important, and it is a student's right. The carelessness means the casualness or ignorance, the carelessness of society and the political class to the sufferings of the poor. आप खुद देखो, अगर आपको कोई पता लगेगा that somebody is suffering, आप एक बार देखोगे, दो बार देखोगे. In the life of social media and the life of internet and Twitter, something is very popular for a very short span of time. If something else becomes more viral, then the previous thing just loses its charm. It's like that. So चीज़ें change होती रहती हैं. ठीक है, चलो मूविंग ऑन. सोशो इकोनॉमिक इशूज़ के बारे में तो हम बात कर ही रहे हैं थ्रू आउट. फिर हम फिगर्स ऑफ स्पीच के बारे में मैंने आपको भी बताया, मेटाफर ये वाला. एंड पैराडॉक्सेस ऑफ द सोसाइटी वी लिव इन. ये पैराडॉक्सेस आपको रोड साइड स्टैंड में भी मिलेंगे, विच इज़ ऑल्सो देयर इन योर सिलेबस. नोट मेकिंग एंड रिपोर्ट राइटिंग. नोट मेकिंग आपने 11th क्लास में करा था फॉर श्योर, एंड रिपोर्ट राइटिंग इज इन 12th. इट्स लाइक अ रिपोर्ट ऑफ एवरीथिंग. एक एग्जाम्पल दिया हुआ है. इट्स लाइक अ राइटिंग एक्सरसाइज विच इज़ देयर. ओके, नाउ कमिंग टू प्रीवियस ईयर PYQs. I mean previous year CBSE question. Let's see. The young men echo the lament of the elders. This is a line from the text. Select the option which indicates Anis Jang's view on young men. अब young men ऐसा नहीं है वो initiative नहीं लेते, ले रहे हैं वो initiative, but they are as helpless as their elders. जैसे उनके elders poor हैं, they are ill treated, similarly they are the same, और support भी नहीं मिल पा रही है. बहुत closely related है सारे options. The description of Seemapuri creates a very dismal picture. Dismal is sad, obviously. बहुत sad है. If you remember, बहुत pathetic picture एक create करी. Let me just show you once. Wait, 1 second. Now see, यहाँ पे है सीमापुरी की picture ना. देखो यहाँ पे है. In structures of mud with roofs of tin and tarpaulin, devoid of sewage, damaged, 1,000 rack pickers, they're living without identity. Food is more important. They don't have proper sanitation facilities and all of that. So itni sad image hai ki with looking at this picture itself you will feel very upset. It is quite an upsetting task looking at this picture. Okay, moving on. What makes the city of Firozabad famous? Now Firozabad is famous for its bangle making industry. Why do bangle makers end up losing their eyesight? Now, why are they losing their eyesight? Because they are working in that dingy cells, and by working in those dingy cells, ना तो उनके पास proper ventilation है, neither they have proper light. So it is all about darkness. Their eyes are more adjusted to the darkness than to the light. Why do bangle makers end up losing? Sorry, this तो इसका ही हो गया. How bad were the लिविंग कंडीशंस इन विच मुकेश एंड हिज फैमिली सर्वाइव. अब ये भी आपको टेक्स्ट में ही मैंने मार्क कराया था व्हेन वी वर रीडिंग. सी यहाँ पे है ये वाला लाइन दैट दिस वाज द कंडीशन. क्रम्बलिंग वॉल्स, वॉबली डोर्स, नो विंडोज, क्राउडेड विद ह्यूमंस एंड एनिमल्स को एग्जिस्टिंग, एंड दे वर जस्ट लिविंग स्टिंकिंग लेन्स, गार्बेज से चोक्ड इन हाउसेस, एंड स्टिल दे वर हैप्पी दैट एटलीस्ट वी हैव अ रूफ अनलाइक अदर्स. See, I am getting to and fro again and again so that you understand that ये सारी चीज़ें मैंने already discuss करी हैं जब मैंने chapter read करवाया था. I've already made you mark these things because these things are very very recurrent. ये repeated होती ही रहती हैं. ठीक है. Next question. How is Mukesh different from the other bangle makers? हमने इसको already कर लिया. That he dares to dream. That is why he's different, because he's the only one who's dreaming that I'll be a car mechanic, motor mechanic, while his other story mate, that is Sahib that we have, he's okay with whatever the thing is. Maybe he just cannot do anything about it. What job did Sahib take up? Was he happy? Very very important question. There are multiple ways of asking the same question. He took up the job of being a tea seller, tea vendor, and he was not at all happy. ये हम ना यहाँ पे बहुत clearly देख सकते हैं इस वाली story में that he was not happy because when he was a rack picker, he was his own master. यहाँ पे lost his carefree look. The steel canister seems heavier than the plastic bag he would carry so lightly over his shoulder. The bag was his, the canister belongs to the man who owns the tea shop. So he was not happy because he was working under somebody, right? So that is why. Okay. In what sense is garbage gold to the rack pickers? Because it is a bag full of opportunities. It's a bag full of excitement and anything, basically possibilities. Because in that bag there could be n number of possibilities, that this could be possible, this could be possible. Why did Sahib's parents leave Dhaka and migrate to India? In search of better opportunities and better facilities. ठीक है. What is Mukesh's dream? Do you think he'll be able to fulfill his dream? Why or why not? Now अब ये do you think है, तो it is an open ended question. It can be answered in yes or no both. right? You can say yes, you can say no, both are possible. That his dream was that he wants to be a car mechanic, motor mechanic, and probably he might be able to fulfill his dream because he has the capability to dream. He's daring to dream, he's daring enough to dream, and I believe that he'll be able to accomplish his dream. And if you say no, you can say because he is a part of that vicious circle wherein getting out of that circle is a bit of a task. Okay, whom does Anis Chung blame for the sorry plight of bangle makers? So all together everyone, साहूकार्स, मनी लेंडर्स, सब कुछ है वो टेक्स्ट में. ऑलरेडी मैंने आपको वो मार्क कराया हुआ है यहाँ पे, इधर यहाँ पे. दीज ऑल पीपल टुगेदर, बिकॉज ये कभी एग्जिट ही नहीं लेने देंगे इन लोगों को, बिकॉज दे आर kind of having control over their lives. They think like that. What makes Mukesh different from the other boys of his age? Again, he's daring to dream. अब मैं तो सिर्फ आपको keywords बता रही हूँ daring to dream. अब आप इसको explain कर सकते हो using proper textual relevance. Listening to them, I see two distinct worlds. In the context of Mukesh, the bangle seller's son, which two worlds is Anis referring to? अब दो वर्ल्ड्स कौन से हैं यहाँ पे? एक तो मुकेश जैसे बैंगल सेलर्स का वर्ल्ड है, who are downtrodden and who are suffering, and the other is of the bureaucrats and of the sahukars who are the cause for their suffering, right? The oppressor. So basically the oppressed and the oppressor, these two worlds. Irony in Sahib's name. His name means Lord of the Universe, while he himself finds it so difficult to even make the ends meet and to even find meals for his entire day. That's the irony in his name. What does the reference to chappals and law spring tell us about the economic conditions of the rat pickers? It is pitiable. They cannot even afford pair of chappal, and when they even have the boys, when they got shoes, they were happy that they got it, even though the shoes had big holes in it. How did Sahib's life change at the tea stall? He was earning better, 800 rupees a month, and he was being paid all his meals. But still he wasn't happy because he was not a master of his own will. Not a master of his own will. Right? This is very important. What is Mukesh's attitude toward the family business? He detests it, not interested in it, and he thinks of doing something of his own. What did garbage mean to the children of Simapuri and to the parents? For the children, it was a sense of adventure. It was a sense of excitement that what might happen. And for the parents, it was all about survival. That if we are not going to go and pick up garbage today, then it is a very big possibility that we might not even able to have meal for the upcoming, like breakfast, lunch, dinner, whatever. What does Sahib look for in the garbage dump? So he's basically looking for rupees, because at one time he got a 1 rupee coin, and the other time he got a 10 rupee note. So he's excited that he might get more. It is his karam, his destiny. So they think that they are bound to this business, to the family business, and it is a legacy, and they have to curtail to that legacy. That means they have to follow, no matter whether the business is profitable or not, whether the business is lucrative or not. Right? This is A. Whether the business is lucrative or not, they are not bothered about all of that. Rather, they are just bothered about whether, as Firozabad's people, whether will they continue doing that or not. That is what they were more important. Again, as an ambitious person, वो last वाले paragraph को you can again rewrite. What kind of gold did the people of Simapuri look for? Ab gold is not real gold, it's not material, but it is better opportunities, better everything, lifestyle, facilities, amenities, basically, that thoda proper sanitation ho, proper houses ho. So that is the goal. Okay, extract based question है, थोड़ा देखते हैं. Mukesh insists on being his own mechanic. Text है ये सब, पूरा text है. What does the author try to convey by the expression being his own master? No one. It is the center of class blowing industry. Insist on being his own master. Take care. Why Mukesh is disobedient? No, he was not disobedient. He was not adamant. Is still negative. He wants to take his own decisions. Just because I want to take my own decision, that does not mean I'm adamant. Adamant is somebody who is very rigid. Rigid to negative हो गया ना. Through the expression looking straight into my eyes, the narrator tried to convey that no fear, was not feeling shy. Shy ठीक है, friendly manner भी नहीं है, courage है. अब if you're looking very clearly into somebody's eyes, that means you're not scared of that person and you're very courageous, you're determined. Scared यहाँ पे narrator से क्यों ही होगा वो? So he was more of courageous and determined. His dreams looked like a mirage. This would be a more appropriate answer because his dream is elusive and elusive. Why? Because अब distorted और misleading तो नहीं है उसका dream. Clear vision उसको है. Maybe the listeners might not get it. And yes, उसका dream different है, but mirage is your illusion, right? And to the narrator it appeared as an illusion. He was pretty clear about that. None of them know what is illegal for children, that it was illegal for children to work in glass furnaces. Select the inference. Inference means result. In reference to the statement, are innocent, do not realize the hardship, their illiteracy and ignorance are exploited, they have no one to support them legally, the children are ready to work in glass due to their poverty. अब देखो सारे आंसर सही हैं, बट हमें रिजल्ट बताना है. अब innocent and children, और वो रियलाइज नहीं कर रहे that there are a lot of hardships, there is nobody to support them and उनको कोई बाहर नहीं निकाल सकता. अब वो वर्क करने के लिए रेडी है बिकॉज पॉवर्टी है. बट अ कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव आंसर वुड बी दिस, दे हैव नो एजुकेशन, दे आर अनअवेयर. दो ऑप्शन हो गए यहाँ पे वाले ऑप्शन इंक्लूड हो गया. और एक्सप्लॉइट हो रहे हैं वो बिजनेसमैन से, अनस्क्रूपलेस, जो अनट्रू हैं एंड हु आर cheaters, deceivers, not honest, dishonest would be the right word actually. उनसे वो exploit हो रहे हैं. Almost all the families are engaged in bangle making. The children work as motor mechanics. Of course, no. The children work in hazardous situation. Yes, they are working in dingy cells, no ventilation, nothing of that sort. Center for car making, no. So एक ऑप्शन रह गया, सॉरी. ऑलमोस्ट ऑल द फैमिली बैंगल मेकिंग, येस. सो इट इज़ 1 and 3. इन ऑप्शंस को, इन वाले आंसर्स को हमेशा बहुत केयरफुली करना क्योंकि इसमें फर्दर चॉइसेस हैं. यहाँ पे टिक नहीं करना, मतलब यू डोंट हैव टू टिक हियर, यू हैव टू टिक हियर. सो ऑप्शंस मैच करना. Most of us do not raise a voice against injustice in our society and tend to remain mute spectators. Anis Jung in his article Law Spring vividly highlights the miserable life of street children, bangle makers of Firozabad. She wants us to act. What qualities does she want children to develop? Firstly, the children should dare to dream. The children should get themselves educated. The children should stand up for their own rights, even though the parents aren't supporting them, but they should. This is a very beautiful question and kind of an important question we can say, and it is a very good long answer question क्योंकि ये creative भी है और textual references भी मांग रहा है, and along with that this is a little bit moral as well. ठीक है. I sometimes find a rupee, even a 10 rupee note. You don't stop, etc. etc. ठीक है. Sahib found a rupee in the garbage dump, of course. Which emotion of Sahib is revealed in the face? His eyes lighting up, so he's obviously happy. I'm envious of this person. Jealous, greed is also because you're jealous, you're greedy. Like लालची होता है greedy तो actually ना, to be honest. Anxieties, when you're a little bit nervous, I'm very anxious, I have a test, something like this. For the elders, garbage is, ये अभी question हमने पीछे किया है, it is a form of survival, but for the children it is a form of adventure, treasure. आज क्या मिलेगा हमें garbage में, it's like that. अब हमें reference बताना है 1 or 2 में. Watches the game from outside, has lost the previous match. Okay, 2 is definitely not true. So देख लो 2 untrue है, 2 is not. Watch करता है वो गेम बाहर से, तो इसलिए 1. Scrounging is searching. Digging is आप literally ऐसे dig कर रहे हो, तो burying तो just the opposite हो गया. Searching है, scrounging is searching for something. There is hope for finding more. Obviously, because you know that you have found one, तो तुम्हें एक बार लगेगा. Okay. Next question, very very important. Simapuri, a place on the periphery of Delhi, 8 miles away from it, metaphorically. Delhi ka part is Simapuri, but still there are no basic amenities, and just how Delhiites enjoy the facilities and all, people in Simapuri, people living in Simapuri, they do not enjoy. So that is why, even though they are also Delhiites, even though they also live in Delhi, in the capital city, but still they do not enjoy such things. Garbage to them is gold. How do ragpickers of Simapuri survive? बस सर्वाइव कर रहे हैं वो बाय पिकिंग अप गार्बेज. ये डिफ़िकल्टीज़ वाला क्वेश्चन हम ऑलरेडी कर चुके हैं, और ये भी हम कर चुके हैं कि वो एक विशियस सर्कल में फंसे हैं वेयर इन दे जस्ट कैन नॉट कम आउट. इट्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट फॉर देम टू कम आउट. हाउ इज़ मुकेश's एटीट्यूड towards his situation different? Because he is ready to take charge. He wants to be a master of his own will, and he dares to dream. I believe इतने कीवर्ड से आप बहुत अच्छा आंसर लिख लोगे. As you already know, if you feel like writing answers and if you think जो आपको करना चाहिए सिर्फ सुन के या सिर्फ वीडियोस देख के नहीं होगा, you have to sit and write a couple of answers and practice as well. So you're free to write your answers and maybe mail it to me or just share it with me. I'm available everywhere. I'm available on Insta. I'm available on all the social media handles. आप answers लिखिए and I'll be more than happy to check answers for you. I have been an educator for the past 6 years, so I know what and where would you need help. It is his karam, his destiny, that made Mukesh's grandfather go blind. How did Mukesh disapprove his belief by choosing a new vocation and making his destiny? So, it is his karam, his destiny. So, ऐसा नहीं है कि सबकी destiny होती है. Destiny can change. It is all about your hard work. So, basically, your hard work can change your destiny. ऐसा नहीं है कि आप अगर illiterate ही रहने वाले हो तो वो आपकी destiny है. If your parents are not literate enough and but you also choose to remain like that, that would be your mistake, not theirs. Because अपनी life कैसी है, that is all about you. That is all your responsibility and no one else. Okay. This was my last question. I hope you have understood the questions and I hope I have been able to explain them to you very clearly. सारे answers already मैंने यहाँ पे keywords में लिख दिए हैं. आप you're free to take screenshots and study them as per your own convenience. And you already know answers लिख रहे हो तो आप मुझे भेज सकते हो. And since we have completed 2 chapters, अभी हम हर Thursday and Friday, literary day, as you know, we upload a video. I upload a video of literary day on Thursdays and Fridays. So I'm going to take up my 3rd chapter, that is Deep Water, on next Thursday. So make sure by then you are prepared with these 2 chapters. I am trying to cover the syllabus in such a way कि आपके CBSE के PYQs भी instantly हो जाए, क्योंकि last में we will not have that much time. When the boards would be just around the corner, you would not have that much time to complete PYQs of all the chapters. So इसलिए हम slightly अभी लेके चल रहे हैं सारे important questions. Okay. I hope you have understood the video. I hope you're liking the series, you're liking the videos. So make sure you stay tuned. Make sure that you like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel. You share it with your friends and with everyone who needs it. And I'm going to see you on Monday. Happy Dashera. Enjoy the festival, but don't forget to study because it's English o'clock. Bye bye.